this is going to be a quick introduction to animation in Photoshop. So to begin with, open your image in Photoshop, and if you look at the very bottom left here, you'll see there's a timeline tab. Click on the timeline tab, and if you get the option, as soon as you click on the timeline tab, there may be an option here with a drop down. Do not choose the video. Use the frames animation and click on the word frames, and then you'll be pretty much set up the way I am here. Each of these here is a frame, okay? You play the frames in a line, and the frames one by one will replace each other as the timeline moves forward, and that way it appears that your object is moving. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit of editing on the image. So I'm just going to choose the selection tool, the marquee selection tool that we covered before, and I'm going to copy and paste the eyes onto a separate layer. Okay, so edit, copy, edit, paste. The eyes are now on a separate layer. You'll see that down here on the right hand side. On my background layer here, I just need to cover the old eyes with black. Once again, selection, command, backspace fills it with the backspace color, with the background color, excuse me. Okay, make sure you're on the correct layer when you do the fill. So now we've a set of eyes here. I'm going to drag these eyes down to the make new layer here on the bottom right, and I'm going to make the eyes blink. So I'm just going to squeeze them in a little bit here, make them a little bit tighter. Okay, and then they'll appear hopefully to be a little bit narrower, and our little guy here will be blinking on and off. So there we are, there's our blink working. So just a tiny bit more work to make those eyes look like they're blinking. I'm just going to move that guy in there. Okay, all those movements have been covered before in a previous video, so if they confuse you, be sure to look at them. So we have our guy blinking here. So what we're going to do now is turn off the blinking layer, and might make this guy a little bit happier. He's a bit grumpy. Okay, so double click the background layer here in the layers palette in order to release the lock on it, and then you can just Command T and change that smile into a frown. Okay, let's have him blink in there. You see the way he's going to work. The eyes are going to blink like that. Okay, so we're going to make a new frame, new animation frame here. See where I'm clicking on down there? It makes a new animation frame, and in the next frame of the animation, he is going to be blinking, and all we're going to do then is in the first frame we're going to have him pausing there for, I don't know, 2 seconds, and the blink is going to last 0.1 of a second. So you can preview that here, or you can see in real time how it'll work, and you do that by going File, Save for Web. Now this is an animated GIF on the internet, so when we choose File, Save for Web, we must go to the top right here and we must choose GIF at the top. Okay, you can decide how few colors you can get away with. The fewer the colors, the faster the file will download. All right, too few colors, you won't even be able to see what's going on. You can experiment with that, and you'll see it'll change the amount of K. I was 779K, which is almost a megabyte. Now I'm down to 62K, which is reasonable for a web page these days. So I can hit the preview button here, and it'll let me see what's going on, I hope, in my animation, and you should blink. Blink. There you go. This is just the metadata about the image. This won't be imported, well, as far as you see when you bring it, like you always bring in an image, and if it's a GIF, it should work absolutely fine on your web. It's an animated GIF. Okay, job done.